5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for
Craig and Ryland's Magic TV Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on
Magic TV.
Exactly. Thanks very much for joining us here on a Wednesday afternoon. Really appreciate it. We are bringing you 4 of the latest and greatest tricks to hit the magic community, and we will be performing every single trick, even the bad one. And there is a bad trick this week. However, we're going to start off with a brand new trick by Ace Magic Studios and Alakazam Magic and your mate, Steve-O Watson.
Yes.
And this is a brand new trick, and that's going to be the first routine that we're looking at. So let's have a look at that right now.
Yeah.
So first up, we have Ace Magic Studio and Alakazam Magic bringing out Martin Pierce's Foods for Thought. And what it says here is Foods for Thought. It's a fantastic mentalism routine that's a great everyday carry using innocent looking props. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
This is actually Ryland's wallet, isn't it? This is actually your everyday wallet.
Yes.
And your
wallet.
Orphic wallet, because that's his wallet of choice. And he's already put all of the props for this trick in there.
That's the only thing I've got in there.
That's the only thing you got in there. You're
I've
building
took
up.
your stuff out already.
Oh, have you? You took my stuff. Right, okay, fair enough. Oh, I won't cry. But yeah, so look, we're going to get Ryland to do a performance of this first of all. After he's performed it, we'll go through exactly what we think. Yeah. Let's have a look at the performance right now.
Okay, so here I have a wallet, and inside the wallet I have some of my favourite things. I have foods.
Foods. It is true, food is your favourite thing.
We have KFC, McDonald's, Domino's, Starbucks and Subway.
Okay.
And we also have a gift voucher.
A gift voucher?
If I can get it out. There. We also have a gift voucher.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so we're going to put the gift voucher there.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Got all of these. So all I want you to do, I just want you to mix these up.
Mix them up?
Yeah, just mix them up. I'll look away.
Done.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to put them down like this. So put that one there, put that one there. We'll have that one there, that one there, and then finally we'll put that one there.
Okay.
In fact, actually, you know what? We'll switch them 2 round.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong way. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that. We got this now.
All right.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go up and down like this and stop at any point that you want.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, there. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go there. You're gonna move any six.
I'm going to move
times.
six times.
6 times. You can go left and right.
Any direction.
Yeah, any direction.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. And as you didn't land on any of the ends one, we'll take these away and we'll take away them.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So from here you're gonna do 5. You're gonna go 5.
5.
Yes, 5 spots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That one.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll put that one in the wallet.
Okay.
That one goes in the wallet. Away.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're left with just these 2. I want you to slide one to me and one to you.
Either one.
Yes. Okay, so you know the gift voucher that's been here the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
And here it says, why not order a takeaway from KFC or Subway?
Right. What are these? The ones you took away?
Yeah, we took away them. Remember.
KFC or Subway. Okay.
Okay, keep me in your wallet and grab a Starbucks on the go. This one that was in the wallet.
Yeah, the one I chose to put in the wallet. That's not Starbucks. Oh my God, it is a Starbucks.
Yeah, that's a Starbucks.
Right.
Why not grab yourself a Domino's pizza? I got the Domino's. It's Domino's pizza. Maybe treat someone to a McDonald's.
No way.
Yes, way.
Oh man, that's awesome. Really good.
Thank you.
Okay, so what you just saw Ryland do, good performance by the way, really good. What you saw Ryland do there was the main routine that comes with the trick.
Yeah.
which is you bring out five sort of loyalty cards for various different restaurants. You have them mix them up, and you're able to predict right from the very beginning all of the choices that they would make, which is a really nice premise. It really is. I mean, this is the sort of thing that you would anticipate seeing in a wallet. It looks like something that would be in a wallet.
Yeah.
It doesn't look odd. It doesn't look out of place.
And as a kid, you would love fast foods.
Yeah, you love.
And I know that was I am a kid.
Exactly. And you do. You love KFC. You love pizza. You do love the milkshakes and the big
Hot
chocolate
chocolate.
coins and stuff. Yeah, all of these.
And the cookie straws.
And the cookie straws. So yeah, so from a everyday carry point of view, this is absolutely perfect. Also, the routine itself is very easy to learn. It's very easy, isn't it? Like you watch the tutorial and you got it down in literally, it's a 25-minute tutorial. You got it down almost straight away.
Yeah.
It's layered, and what I mean by that is that main routine has a lot of different elements to it, and it feels really fair. First of all, they can put the, because obviously the predictions on the gift voucher. First of all, they can put the gift voucher card down on any other card they want to. They can move at any point. And how Martin does this is he talks about imagining a food course, and each one of these cards represents a different restaurant, and they're going back and forth around the food court trying to find where to eat. Or you can do it the way you did.
That's what I do all the time. I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Trying to figure out where to eat, yeah. Exactly. And it feels like a really free choice, but the bottom line is, it's been predetermined. You know, I mean, the card that they're using, the gift voucher, that actually has the full prediction on. There's no multiple out here. There's no ambiguity. It is exactly what he says is going to happen. Now, one thing that Ryland's actually done, just purely for transparency, the way that Martin does it, the spectator shuffles the cards, but you kind of realise when you're playing around with the props, although these cards aren't really marked, and they're not, the trick doesn't revolve. The trick doesn't rely on the cards being marked on the back. No. However, you've realised...
I just played around with this and actually figured it out. Hang on, let me just...
Well, let me show you.
I just want to check. I just want to check his... Okay, so...
Yeah, so if I shuffle it... Whoa. I'm cheating. So I couldn't believe it. He fooled me with this. We both watched the tutorial, and then he said, shuffle the cards. I was like, okay, I'll shuffle the cards. And then he just laid them out on the table, and he was able to tell me exactly which card was which.
Subway. KFC. Starbucks. Domino's. And McDonald's.
Perfect. So there you go. That's Ryland's little addition to that. I'm still not 100% sure how he does. But you don't need to worry about that too much. The main routine is fantastic. It's really, really good. Now, you get 2 bonus routines as well. The first bonus routine is the one with a little envelope. So you put an envelope down on the table. We didn't bring that down with us.
We didn't bring the envelope, but we did bring them.
Okay. Well, the envelope trick, you have a little black envelope and you have a loyalty card in there. You have the loyalty card out, and there's like 5 different logos of different fast food places. You have them name one, and when they name one, you've predicted which one they'd name, which is quite good. And then this one...
I'm just doing it.
Okay, this one's quite interesting because you also get these little, as a bonus routine, you get these little key fobs. Which are like loyalty card key fobs that you do see a lot of people carrying around with them these days. And you can have these on your keys, and you can do a really interesting routine using these, which is quite nice. Okay,
so here I've got like little keychains like this.
Yeah.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want you to pick any. I want you to name a number between 1 and 6.
Really?
Yeah, any number.
4.
4. Now you sure you want 4?
Mhm.
Okay, you pick 4. Look, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So McDonald's.
Yeah.
We got McDonald's. Now what I didn't tell you is they have writing on the back here, and if you look, it actually spells Big Mac.
Yeah, that's quite cool. That's quite a nice little bonus thing that you can have. So you get those included in the package as well. Yeah, it's great. There's nothing not to like. It's a nice little carry-around mentalism piece that would fit in your wallet, and you're good to go at a moment's notice. I'm always looking for really good everyday carry items, and this is a really good everyday carry.
Yeah.
Takes up very little pocket space or very little wallet space. You can bring it out. It looks like an organic object. And, you know, it's relatable. Everybody knows what these restaurants are. Everyone knows what these fast food places are. So when you bring them out, everyone can relate to walking around a food court, figuring out where to eat. It's perfect. I mean, I love it. I think it's really good. I'm definitely going to carry it around with me. I need to get another one because you've nicked this one. But I'm definitely going to put it in my wallet. It takes up no space. I'm going to give this
120 million%.
120 million%.
Yes.
You really like this one, don't you? I'm giving it 95%. I think it's really good. It's very highly recommended. If you want a nice impromptu piece of mentalism.
This has got to be one of my favourite alakazam tricks.
Wow, really?
Yes, really.
Wow.
I love this.
You love it?
Yeah.
Awesome. So there you go. It's 120 million% from Ryland. One of the best alakazam tricks to come out. There you go. Let's move on. So next up from Skymember, we have Nomad Ring version 3. Now, what is Nomad Ring version 3? Nomad Ring version 3 is the third version of Nomad Ring. Now, the ad copy for Nomad Ring 3 is hilarious. They talk about how they brought out Nomad Ring 2 and people were concerned about the quality of the prop and people found that their trick fell apart relatively easily, so they've gone back to the drawing board and they've redesigned the gimmick, and now they've brought out Nomad Ring 3. Now, if you go back and you search Nomad Ring 2 and you look for a review on Magic TV, you'll see that about a year ago, me and Ryland reviewed Nomad Ring 2, and we couldn't perform it because we bought 3 of them.
It broke.
Yeah, the first one broke, then the second one broke before we even opened the packaging. We opened the packaging and it was broke. The third one
it broke after
about 5 minutes, and we couldn't perform it because I was sick to death of buying Nomad rings. They're not cheap; they're like 50 or 60 quid, and so I was like, "This is just ridiculous." So now that
this one broke.
Well, it's kind of broke, but it's still working.
It's still working.
It's not as broke as the other one. Yeah, the bit has come off it, but it's still working. Although this is only after a couple of days of having it, but so now we have Nomad Ring 3, and
this one solves a problem that doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, and we can talk about that.
It's made it harder when, without using it, the gimmick, it makes it easier.
Hold on to that.
Made it harder.
I know that you're really frustrated with this, and I want you to talk about it. I'm going to do a performance first. I just want to talk about the quality for a second, because what's hilarious is there's nothing extra added onto Nomad Ring 3. The tutorial, when you go into the tutorial, it's Nomad Ring 2's tutorial. So all they've done is they've taken Nomad Ring 2 and they've just made the gimmick so that it doesn't fall apart within 0.2 seconds. What I would like to know is if Skymember are actually planning on giving the money back to anybody that bought Nomad Ring 2 and had it fall apart on them and wasn't able to get a refund for whatever reason. I'd like to know if Skymember are either giving them their money back or offering all of those customers a free Nomad Ring 3. Because here's the thing, and it's hilarious. I watched the Nomad Ring 2 tutorial about a year ago, and I've obviously watched it again recently because I wanted to learn Nomad Ring 3 now had a gimmick that did work. And right at the very beginning, the first 5 minutes of the tutorial is spent having the guys from Skymember go, "This is the best quality coin. This is the best quality gimmick you'll ever see. It will last a lifetime." No, it'll last 3 seconds, and you're going to have to bring another trick out in order to replace it. So I think the ethical thing for Skymember to do would be to actually, find anyone that had a problem with Nomad Ring 2. If you're struggling to find them, you can start with me. And just offer a free Nomad Ring 3, because all you're doing is you'll finally bring out a product that's fit to purpose that you promised you would bring out a year ago and you didn't. This is just fixing your shoddy craftsmanship. Having said that, I'm now in a position where I can actually learn the trick, and Ryland is deeply offended by this. I am as well.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it's a half-an-hour tutorial, and despite the fact that they go through everything and there's an over-the-camera shot and everything, this is not a very good trick. It's not. I didn't realise how bad it was when I first watched it because I couldn't perform it and it frustrated me. Now I've actually been playing around with it for a few days with coins and gimmicks in hands. I can realise why it's no good. I'm going to do a very quick performance and then I'm going to talk about the problems that are inherent with this trick. So Ryland, I've got a ring on my finger. Can you see that?
Yes.
And this is actually, can you see it's a silver dollar?
Yeah.
this ring was actually made out of a silver dollar. And because it was made out of a silver dollar, it means that you can actually do magic with it. I want you to watch. I can actually take that ring back in time. Yeah, I can take it back in time to when it was actually a coin. How weird's that? Now let me see if I can go one step further. Watch. Do you see the coin? I'm going to try and do this. Watch. I'm just going to push my finger right here in the right spot, and hopefully, look at that. It turns back into a coin. Isn't that the weirdest thing you've ever seen? Now this happens again and again and again. Watch the ring as I take it off the finger, and it turns into a coin, and you can have a look at that. Okay, so that's 3 phases of the routine. I mean, they've got a few other phases in there, including coins flying around the back of your hand and everything. But those are the 3 phases that I could be bothered to get to a point that I could actually put on camera. I will say one thing, because I know you've got something to say. Don't believe the guys. Avi Yap, I think, is the person who fronts this. And he says, this is almost self-working. This is so easy to do. He actually makes a point at the end of the tutorial. He says, this isn't like all my other material that's knuckle busting. This is almost self-working. This is so easy to do. No, it's not. No, it's not. Unless I
tried it.
This is not easy. I have spent the best part of probably 2 or 3 days now just constantly walking around.
You can do it easier without a gimmick.
Yeah, it's not easy. Well, that's your problem. Tell them about your issue.
It solves a problem that doesn't exist.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Do you want to...
Like, you showed me earlier the trick. The angles are terrible. If it's not directly straight on, they will see. Because you can actually see the coin. I just move like there, and I can literally see it, couldn't I?
Yeah, that's the problem that we have here. Because what we have, basically, is we have a ring and we have a coin. And it's a special coin, it's a special ring. You can't have the ring examined at all. If you hand it to somebody, they will immediately know what's going on with it. You have to be very careful the way that you do show it. So you can't hand it out to anybody at all. However, what the ring allows you to do is it allows you to do these sort of, see, it's just terrible. It allows you to do these sort of displays. Now, when you're in this position, that might look quite good for you, but the angles are abysmal. It's not even 180. Like, I was testing this with Ryland from a distance and close up, and I literally had to just get it just at the right spot. If he moved his head slightly one way or another way, it looked terrible. And this is one of the cleanest displays in the thing. I mean, you have other displays that are, even worse, to be perfectly honest. But I mean, you've got stuff like this. It's all very, very angly. Some of the stuff that's so angly, I didn't even show you, to be perfectly honest.
You can show them using it without a gimmick. Do it without a gimmick.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. So, I mean, I do a lot of stuff that's based on... I use the collusion ring set by Mechanical Industries. I also do a lot of the stuff that Garrett Thomas popularised. You don't need a gimmick to do this sort of thing. I'm going to be using their coin and their ring, which is weird because their ring's gimmicked, but... I'll try and hide it. So, stuff like this where you can just take the ring and do that and put it on the finger and it just comes off, and then do some Garrett Thomas stuff and do this sort of thing and that sort of thing. All of this.
That's not gimmick.
And the angles are 100 times better.
Yeah.
This sort of thing where you'd show a ring and you'd rub it and you turn it into a coin, and then you take the coin and you throw it up in the air and it turns into a ring, and then you take the ring and rub it and it turns back into a coin.
That's
and then you
easier.
take the coin and put it on your finger.
I tried using the magnet. I tried your method. Your method, easier.
Yeah, it is. It's just based on simple. Let's say it's my method. It's kind of
something that you use.
Yeah. It's based on stuff by Garrett and Mechanical Industries, with my own touch, and there's some Danny Goldsmith stuff in there as well. But no, I agree with exactly what you're saying. The gimmick means that this is just much more difficult to do, and much more angly. Like the performing conditions, this would be okay for social media. This would be okay for Instagram. But in the real world, in any real life gigging situation, this is not a trick that I would want to bring out.
In most weddings that I've seen the video of you do, they're like
they're
circled around you.
Yeah. Well, look at the gig that you were doing close up at the other day, the festival.
They circle around you.
You had people everywhere, didn't you? Can you imagine pulling this off?
No.
No, you just wouldn't. Think about the wedding. Think about the you did the opening of that that nail and beauty thing Like, people weren't watching you directly from the front, they were from the side.
Yeah, when I was doing Firebucket, someone came over from behind and I didn't even know they're there. Now, and then at the end of the video, so like that was going on, like, oh my god, she was right behind me.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't even know.
Exactly. And you know, I think that to turn around and say this is easy,
No.
it's not easy. To say that it's better, it's not better. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of nice displays because of...
Okay, it's better, but not... It's only like 1% better.
Oh, it's not better than a lot of the stuff that's, you know,
No.
it's
better. It's
better than Nomad Ring 2, is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because it
better than
actually
that.
works. Exactly.
It actually works.
But even then, it's falling apart.
Yeah.
Even then, it's falling apart, even with their gimmick that's improved. Yeah, I mean, it's just disappointing. Although, to be honest, I think that's probably going to be the strapline for... that's the strapline for Skymember these days. It really is. Yeah, I think their strapline should be, you know, Skymember, disappointing magicians for the last 5 years. You know, because that's what it is. You know, Skymember, we stepped up when Sans Minds went away. You know, or something like that, because it's just not good. And I don't like anything I've ever seen Skymember put out. It just feels like it's just not very good. And this is another perfect example. I'm very disappointed that the second one didn't work and I ended up spending a fortune on it. And the fact that this company thinks it's okay to just bring out a version 3 and all they've literally done is drop the same tutorial and said, well, now we've got a working gimmick. You know, that's just very, very unethical, to be perfectly honest. How about bringing out version 2 again and actually reaching out to all of the customers and saying, look, hey, we've fixed our problems. Send your gimmick in and we'll send you a new one. And as for the actual routine, it's very substandard. It doesn't really work from an angles point of view, and there's a million different ways of doing it better. I'm going to give this 0%, and I'm going to...
500.
Minus 500, 0%, minus 500 from him. It's really not worth buying. And you know, in fact, you know what? Get the bin.
Also.
That's where it needs to go. It needs to go in the bin. You got the bin?
Yeah.
We need to empty that bin.
Yeah. It's full of water.
I don't even want the coin. I don't even want the... Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep the coin. I don't want the ring. You want the coin? Let me take the coin out. You can have the coin. Where's the coin gone? There it is. You can have the coin. The gimmick goes in the bin.
Yeah,
there we go. Right, yes, 0%, minus 500%, buyer beware. It goes in the bin. That's where it deserves. It's where the majority of Skymember stuff goes, by the way, just in the bin. Anyway, with that in mind, let's move on with the final product.
Yeah.
It's not the final product. It's the third product. I'm just going insane.
I was literally saying, is it finished? Is it the final product? Is it?
I'm just going mad, right? I'm just going.
We still got S.C.A.R.
Yeah,
S.C.A.R.
yeah, we've still got that. What we have here is by Bonley. Bonley's been bringing out a lot of really good stuff recently. Yeah. This is by Bonley, and it is it's called the Quantum Billet Box or the Quantum Crystal Billet Box or something like that.
Crystal Billet Box.
It's basically a billet box. You know, the front of it is see-through. The way it works is very similar to an amaze box. If you've ever seen an amaze box before, that's kind of what we have here, but it's made out of wood. Yeah. So rather than being made out of cardboard, it's made out of wood. It's also not as big. It's smaller.
No, we used to have one that... Oh, it's right there.
Yeah. We don't need it.
That
Yeah. That's the David Regan one, which we liked. Totally different method for this.
Yes.
But this is nice as well. I mean, it is what it is. What you have here is a way of switching billets for other billets. Now, you can use that in whatever means that you want to. However you want to use a billet switching box, you can. What's nice about this is that, you know, there's the slot at the top so they can drop the billets in. You can shake it up, and in the action of shaking it up, you've actually switched the billets. So in the action of switch it up, you switch the billets. So when you take the lid off, you've switched in the ones that you want to switch in, which is really nice, really nice. That's the way that this works. And the see-through front is good as well. It's a completely different method to David Regal's that we reviewed a few weeks ago, but it stands on its own merits. I like the size of it. It's not that big. I like the fact that you can do what you do with the Amaze box, which is put it on the stage or put it on the a table near the front of the stage and have people drop billets in. You don't want to put more than 20 in there. You put more than 20 in there, and the gimmick won't work as well as you want it to. It's about a 40-minute tutorial, and they go through a whole bunch of different stuff. They've got a really nice idea with a magazine or a book or a page out of a book, where you get someone to rip a page out of a book. You get them to rip it up into lots of different pieces, drop them in there, give them a shake, get somebody to reach in, and you can tell them the word that they're thinking of.
Oh, I know that. I know.
Yeah, it's clever, isn't it? Clever.
Think of the biggest word on there, and then
Yeah, really clever. Ryland's got his own little way of using it that he's been playing around with, and that's what you're going to do on the performance. This is not one that the way that Ryland's using it is not included in the tutorial, but this is something that Ryland's been playing around with recently, and
it's combined with the guys that saw the session.
Yep.
And this.
Okay. Well, shall we?
You know the cubers at the session that had the cube stand in the dealer's hall.
Yes.
This is the idea from them using this.
Okay, cool. Well, shall we? You're talking about Kev G and Colin Klaus.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah. So let's look at a performance of that first of all, just so you can see how this billet box works in action.
Okay, so here we have 2 cubes that can actually read minds.
Shut up, Ryland. Rubik's cubes cannot read people's minds.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
Okay, look. You don't believe me? I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay, so here we have all these pieces of paper. They're all celebrities, and we're going to use the initials, like Elton John, E.G.
J. Close enough.
E.J. Darren Brown, D.B. We've got Simon Cowell, S.C.
Okay, I get the idea.
So we got loads of them, yeah? You got the idea?
Yeah.
We're going to put all these inside the box like this.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
You missed one.
Oh. I didn't see that. Okay, so these cubes can actually read minds. So in a second, what I want you to do is I'm going to get you to count to 10 when I say go, and these cubes are going to read your mind. But in a minute. But first, you need to pick any one of these celebrities.
Anyone?
Yes.
Go for that one right there.
That one. Now you could have picked any one.
Mm-hmm.
You go for that.
Yeah?
Any one.
Yeah?
Go
Can we
for
move
that.
this out of the way?
Yeah. Right. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, can I have one more second? Just
Okay,
Done.
yeah. Okay.
Done. 1 second.
Okay. I'll give you one more second.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you were doing.
Mix it up.
Okay.
You didn't give him enough time. You counted too fast.
Oh, did I? Well, I'm
1,
very sorry.
2.
Okay,
You're
I'm
like this.
sorry.
1, 2, 3.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to. Right, okay.
Okay, look. Okay, so these cubes have read your mind.
Okay.
I haven't seen that. Have you?
Yeah, I
You've
saw it
seen
when I took it
You
out.
showed the camera.
No, I didn't show the camera. I'm sorry. Was I meant to? Dear me. There we go. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So these
I'll put it back in
cubes-
there.
Okay, these cubes here.
Mm-hmm.
They've actually told me that the first letter was a T.
Yes.
The first letter of the other name was a C.
Yes.
T-C. T-C.
Hang on a minute. Look at that. TC. That's crazy.
C. Is it T-O? T-O and then C-R?
Yes. T-O and C-R. Yes.
T-O-M. Tom.
Tom. Yes, it is Tom.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Is it
Yes,
is it
I
Tom
was
Cruise?
thinking of Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Well done. So there you go. So that's an idea of how you can use the billet box to do a mind reading style routine.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. I mean, if you are looking for a way to switch billets for whatever reason, this is a way that you can do it. It's self-working in operation. You can have the billets pre-written like Ryland did, or you can have people write the billets and drop them in. It's totally up to you. And yeah, it's not difficult. You know, it's very, very easy. You just have them there. The see-through front is nice because they can see it the entire time.
Yeah.
There's nothing really else to speak about. It's good. If you're looking for something like this, it's not a close-up worker's trick. You're not going to be walking around doing close-up going, hi, I've got a box here. Let me just, can you hold on to that for me? Wonderful. Can you pick a card? That's not going to happen. It's not a close-up trick. Parlour, cabaret, stage, a kids show. You could do some really cool stuff with kids shows in this.
Jasper used a billet switching billet box at the House of Secrets.
He actually used an amaze box.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used an amaze box in one of his routines on stage.
Yeah, because he forced something.
Yeah. Well, this is.
Yeah, he used it.
Yeah, well, this is a way of doing that. Yeah, it's look, it's limited only by your imagination. If you perform on stage, or you perform in a kids show, you perform somewhere where you've got room to do this, it's great. It is what it is. If you want a very clean force of an object, this might be the one you want to go for. It's really good. Yeah. I'm going to give it 90%. What about you?
95%.
95%. There you go. 95% from Ryland, 90% from me. Now we're going to go into the final product. That right? It's the final one? Yeah. Let's do this.
You're finally correct.
Thank you. Okay, so the final product we have today is by the guys at Ace Magic Studio and Alakazam Magic. Now, these gimmicks have been made by Steve-O Watson, who is the best gimmick maker in the world, in my opinion. Oh, actually, you know, I don't know. Lloyd Barnes. Lloyd Barnes is incredible as well.
This was Steve-O too.
Yeah, I know. Lloyd Barnes is amazing. Who's the best gimmick maker? Is it Steve-O Watson or is it Lloyd Barnes?
Comment in the section below.
Comment in the section below. I reckon I might be having to give it up for my homie, Lloyd. I don't know. What do you say, Lloyd or Steve-O?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'd like a gimmick off between the two of them.
Yeah, gimmick off.
A gimmick off. Sit them in a room and you give them half an hour to come up with the craziest gimmick. Craziest gimmick wins. That'd be cool.
It can't break though.
It can't break, no. Well, they wouldn't do that. They're good gimmick makers, both of them. But S.C.A.R stands for Split, Change and Restore. The original idea was by Charlie Robinson and Ollie Marsden. However,
Ollie Marsden.
Yeah, however, Steve-O and the guys at Alakazam and Ace Magic, they've changed it around a little bit. They've added an extra card. Let me just read this out to you because this is exactly what happens. 4 cards are chosen. The way I perform it, I just use 3 cards. You'll see that in a minute. A single folded playing card is brought out. It's unfolded and matches the first selection perfectly. It's then split into 2 halves, visually changing into the next 2 selections. The pieces are placed together and visually restored, changing into the final selection. Custom gimmicks, carry all day, and always be ready to go. So, that's what it is. I'm going to do a performance of it, so you can see exactly what it looks like. And then after the performance, we'll talk about what we think. So, Rye, you're going to pick 2 cards.
Okay.
And your mom is going to pick a card as well.
Okay.
Because we know that what mom loves more than anything else is card tricks. Yeah, it's her favourite thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
So, you're going to grab a card. You're going to grab a couple of cards, all right? So just say stop.
Stop.
You can take those 2 cards right there. And Sarah, just say stop.
Stop.
That'll be your card. So, you have a look at that one.
Yeah.
Right. And I'll show it to the camera. You look at your 2 and show those to the camera as well. That would be amazing. Okay, and you put yours back in the pack as well. Lovely. Hands off table. Need some space. I'm going to try and find all 3 of your cards, starting with yours. Now, my wallet has been over here the whole time, and do you notice I have a folded up card over here inside the wallet, yes?
Yes.
This folded up card is a wild card. Now, when you're playing cards, a wild card means it can stand for any card in the pack, all right? So this card can literally stand for any card in the pack. So, for example, if I open it up, it's a King of Clubs. Now, did you pick a King of Clubs?
No.
Sarah, did you pick a King of Clubs?
No.
Well, this is where the magic happens. Watch. If I take this King of Clubs and I just tear it like that, what happens is it changes into the 4 of Hearts and the Jack of Diamonds. Did you pick the 4 of Hearts and the Jack of Diamonds?
Yeah.
How cool's that? Now, obviously, that's not your mum's card, but watch this. If I take the 4 and the jack and do this, I can take those 2 cards and turn them into
My card.
your card. Was your card the 8 of
It
spades?
was.
And then we've got a situation where we've got 1 8 of spades. I'll put it back into my wallet, and then when I need it again, it can stand for any card in the pack. So that was S.C.A.R, and I'm telling you, that's really good.
It's got the scar.
It has got the S.C.A.R. You saw this. Your eyes popped out your head when I first showed you
Yeah,
this.
'cause I saw it from behind and I was like, I can't really tell what's going on. And then we took it off the stick and we're like, wow.
Yeah, it's really cool, right? Really, really good. It's really visual. Now, it's not as difficult as you'd think. It's actually quite easy because the gimmicked card does all the work for you. Yeah, you need to practice it. It's something that needs to be practiced, but it's not actually that hard considering the visuals you're getting are incredible. Excuse me. Ugh, tired. The gimmicks that you get are incredible, and they're made by hand by Steve-O. He makes each one by hand.
Steve-O makes a good gimmick.
He does.
Android.
Android.
No, they should work together.
Yeah, the ultimate gimmick. But the gimmicks are really well made. Obviously, it uses a material that might break over time. I've been working with this for about 2 weeks now, and it's not broken at all yet, but I anticipate at some point it might. If it does, Steve-O goes through. Well, Steve-O, yeah, you get extra stuff with it, so you can fix it. And Steve-O talks about how to fix the gimmick on the actual project. So if it does break, it's very easy to fix. Anything else you want to add? It's
amazing.
It looks really good,
is
yeah.
amazing.
The way that I do it, as I say, I just bring it out as a king of clubs, and then do the split, wild card, split it into the 2 cards, and then my favourite revelation is the final one where I go boom, and it just changes into the 8 of spades.
My favourite's the one where you go.
And then you just literally fold it back up. Oh, here's the interesting thing.
What?
It's an instant reset. As soon as you folded it back up, you put it back into your wallet, you're reset, ready to go again.
Yeah, it is.
Instant reset.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, instant reset. All you need to do is just make sure that you've got a deck of cards so you can force the 4 cards. But to be honest, as it's just like one folded up card apparently that fits in your wallet, if you didn't have a deck of cards with you, you could just do it as a piece of eye candy.
Yeah.
So you could bring it out and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You could bring it out and you could say, look, I've got this card, watch carefully, don't blink. I'm going to take it and split it into 2. Then I'm going to take those 2 and I'm going to fuse them back together into 1. And every single time it changes. So you could actually do that if you wanted to. But I do think for sure it's better if you've got a deck of cards with you.
Yeah, I'm going to give this 120%.
Of course you are. Of course you are. I'm just trying to think of the angles because that's something worth talking about. The angles are good. You could definitely do it 180. If people are behind you, there's moments that they're going to see what's going on. But if you keep it close to your chest, you wouldn't have a problem. So you want to keep it close to your chest, that's absolutely fine. Other than that, it's just a bit of practice. When I first started trying it, I was like, I'm really struggling with this. But within 5 minutes, it just kicked in. And Gary and Steve-O worked really well together on camera.
Yeah.
They were Steve-O's a really good teacher of how to use gimmicks as well. I mean, it's just good. It's you want tricks like this sometimes when you're doing walk around. No table required. You literally, it makes such a nice visual moment where you just go, look, boom, 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 put it away. You've created, and Instagram, oh, forget about it. This would be so good for Instagram. You should do this on OG. Yeah. I'm going to give it 100%. I really like this. I'll be honest, I don't really like many flappy card things, and this isn't a flap card, but I don't really like many.
Yeah, neither do I, but I really like this.
Yeah.
I would do this.
Yeah, I think it's the gimmick that makes it look so good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is.
100% from me. What was it from you? 120%? 120% from Ryland, 100% from me. This is really good. Now, we're going to wrap all this up.
Yeah. And that's another review show in the back. That's another review show in the back. And that's another review show in the back.
It is... You fell off there. It is another review show in the back. Guys, thank you very much once again for joining us.
That's another review show in the back.
Oh, now we've got 4, and he's fallen off. That was very fake. It is another review show in the bag. Guys, thank you once again for joining us right here on Magic TV. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. If you haven't already done so, Go check out Ryland's YouTube channel. He's on almost 1,000 subscribers now, and you're nearing 9,000. You're nearing 9,000 followers on Instagram.
I thought it was only on 7,000.
No, you're like on 8.5 now. Yeah,
Wow.
8,500. So you're on a. They just you keep adding like about 200 a day. It's just insane. It's because you post every single day on Instagram. It's just consistency. So make sure that you follow him on Instagram if you haven't already done so. And I will be back again tomorrow with another video. We will be back next week with the Craig and Ryland review show. And if you want to see something reviewed, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching us. We'll see you again soon. We'll see you again soon. Thanks very much. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.